Oh, yeah, 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 I remember. So basically, she asked me if I could go back in time to any time without consequences of what happened back when I was in that time, where would I go? And I said, that's a complicated question. Complicated. A complicated question. Because basically, she said no consequences, but I don't see death as a consequence. Death is more of an inevitability. And I don't really.
You're just incapable of answering a straightforward question with a straightforward
No,
which is what makes this entertaining. So continue.
no, right. No, you can't tell me that it doesn't make sense. Because it does. What? Basically, what I was trying to say is that you can't just say there's no consequences. Because if I went in time, back in time, and say like I talked to, like I don't know, if I went back in time and I talked to Rosa Parks or Florence Nightingale, and I was like, I love, me thinking no consequences, I talked to them and I was like, oh, I love your work, and they were like, then so shocked because I'm a future person that they didn't do the important work that they were about to do, then it's all my fault. But you said there's no consequences, so how does that work? Can I not talk to anybody? Can nobody see me? And then you said that I was thinking about it too much.
No, I was very, very specific. Everything that you came back to me about, I gave you an answer. So, this is what the question was. The original question was, if you had the ability, or if you were given the ability to go back in time to anywhere in human history, and you didn't have to worry about dying, so if you died in that time, you would just wake up and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
You didn't have to worry about fucking with the future, so anything you did wouldn't fuck with the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, you had a definite way of getting back to now time.
Yeah, that's the other thing I kept on saying. Like, how would I get back if I did something that like broke the thing that I got there on? Like, what? How would I get back? And you were like, shut up.
Lily Rose Bevan, you are the only person I know that just wow. Okay, so
I genuinely can't understand the concept of like.
and then I made a
how
really
that isn't.
badly timed Inception reference.
Yeah, because then I realised you didn't know what Inception was.
I do know what
So
Inception
is that.
is. I said it was the premise of Inception, but you don't die.
You were like, it's like Inception, but if you like, it's like Inception. You don't die. There's no consequences. And I was like, that was the complete point of Inception. There's always consequences.
Okay,
that was
but
the
then
point.
I clarified what I meant, so it makes it better.
Can everyone in the chat just put that Rachel doesn't know what Inception is? No, everybody write that Rachel doesn't know what Inception is. No, you don't. Clearly not.
My internet's just given up, so I can't even see the bloody chat now.
Good.
No, I've got this. I'm gonna fix this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why is I'm right next to the router. Why is it doing this to me? Successfully connected. Cool.
It's because you're streaming on my channel. That's why.
Internet just hates you.
Somebody left a dislike. Thank you.
I bet you it was my sister.
Probably. I don't mind.
Or it was
that one guy that was like, "Hi, I'm a Sims YouTuber."
I'm trying to grow. Well, good
I was
for
like,
you,
whatever, honey. Good for you.
I did not misread the movie. It makes sense.
She completely didn't know what was going on. If she watched it, she didn't know what was going on. If she didn't watch it, she completely didn't know what was going on. Okay, what's the next question?
Let's start with a new one so that we don't have to keep making me feel like a
Okay.
So. The next question is geared
It's hard to think of something interesting.
I can chat for hours. Right, I got it.
Right.
If you, right,
Right.
if you were given £1,000,
Okay.
I did ask you this question the other night, but I'm expanding on it.
Oh,
If I
okay.
gave you £1,000,
Yes.
or if you found £1,000, or if you were given £1,000, let's say you were given £1,000 by an unknown person,
Right.
and you were told specifically that in order to keep the money, you have to spend it on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
They have this. But you specifically, you're not allowed to spend it on anything that's like bills or anything. You have to spend it on something that you've wanted for a long time, or you put off buying or doing.
Yeah.
Something specifically for you. What would you do and why?
So, my answer originally was that immediately. I mean, like, in the chat, who thinks what? Because like immediately my brain went to yes, like
Your brain went to what?
sorry, I read something and it changed what I said. Immediately my brain went to like, oh, then it would be like things that I think would fix everything. So like, I don't know, plastic surgery. And then we got into conversation about plastic surgery and what like, because it's not like I'm saying I want like, I don't know, I don't want like facial reconstruction or anything. I just kind of want to yeah, and like enjoy myself.
I would probably get some kind of plastic surgery, and then we went on to the concept of plastic surgery. But I want you to think about like material items in front of you. Like, what would you buy? Three things you would buy and why?
I guess I'd buy like better internet.
Buy yourself your own internet router.
Yeah, like get an Ethernet cable and stuff like that, so that it made it, because like sometimes it's even hard just to like be on call to multiple people. Like
That
when we're
is
playing
always
D&D, it's always difficult to just be on call to multiple people. Because at least one of us will have like everything go down.
It's no, don't say it like it's one of us. It's you and Wally. It's either you or
Isn't me or Wally?
you
And
have
I'm the DM, so I can't have everything go down.
exactly.
It's literally the only job I
One
have.
thing you would do is buy yourself a new Wi-Fi package and an Ethernet cable. Cool. That one's fair enough. What about another one? What would you?
If I had to spend it on myself, I guess I'd like buy myself a place for me.
Remember, you've got a ground.
I know, but like, sorry to be all communism at the moment, but like, you can't say oh god when I say all communism.
No, I'm gonna whip out the quote, the glorious quote from the other day. Shall we to expose you? Very sorry, Lily's computer bit of tantrum life. Am I actually registered as a mod?
Yeah, I just turned you into a mod.
That's not confused. I get a fancy little thing next time. I'm serious about this fucking live stream though. Like this live stream podcasting thing, I think we should make a YouTube channel for it.
I mean, we do have a YouTube channel, but like it's not for that.
Yeah, but the bean can one could be for that. And
Wait, has it gone live again?
Oh.
Yeah. Are we live again? Can people hear me?
2 seconds. We are in fact live again.
Hello. Hi, Becky. She said hi earlier, and I didn't say hi. Hiyo. You can't be mean to your girlfriend. Girlfriend?
Girlfriend? Whoa, now she is my sister. I am allowed
Sorry.
to be. Woo.
Wrong one.
Very
Hiya.
different. This is Catherine's your girlfriend.
Yeah, I read Catherine's name. I'm not gonna lie.
You
I
wrote
was like,
Catherine's name and instantly went, girlfriend!
My brain's like, Kippen.
That just shows, like, the depth of love.
Yeah, my brain is constantly like, Kippen.
So, I feel like we need to pick, like, 3 questions or topics. One, we are going to clarify... Right, well, forget all of the shit that we just spoke. Okay? Just completely cast it aside. Let's come up with 3, preferably non-controversial.
Was that code for Lily don't say communism again?
No, it was not code. It was me telling Lily don't say communism again.
I'll start singing Russian anthems. I don't care.
Don't you dare.
Why not?
We're not having another Wally Deutschland song.
What was it about Hitler? Oh, the Hitler babies.
Kobold? What?
The kobolds were Hitler babies.
No, they were Nazi babies.
Oh,
See, this is
specifically,
what I'm trying to say.
not specifically Hitler. It was Nazi in general.
Are we just going to start talking about D&D? Because
I want to talk about D&D. It's the best.
I want to talk
We
about
have a
D&D.
great time.
Let's talk about D&D. Let's talk about D&D. And specifically how much of a shit show our entire campaign
Hey, the campaign's been great. It just...
except for
You guys just don't listen to me, and I feel like that...
listen, do you want me to go get my notes? They are everything you said.
she takes notes of everything that happens, which is quite good, to be honest. Because I feel like when I'm describing things, nobody listens. Especially when I'm saying important things.
I make you repeat everything at least 3 times so that I can read it.
Yeah, but then it becomes less detailed, because the first time I said it, I'm like, you know, the trees were orange and blah blah blah, and then like by the 3rd time I've said it, it's like the trees are there.
There are trees.
There are trees.
There are tree-like blobs that you can see.
I mean, I guess there's trees.
Fun fact for those that ever decide to play Dungeons and Dragons with
Us. Why specifically me?
Specifically you. Whenever Lily DMs, she'll get bored occasionally, and she'll decide that it doesn't matter if somebody rolls an 18 perception. No, it doesn't matter at all, because she wants to have some fun, and therefore she doesn't tell them shit, and nearly gets them killed.
You didn't ask any questions. That's my argument.
You don't have to ask questions. You are generally seeing what you can see. That's the whole point of perception, Lily.
You need to... No, I think you're on about when you rolled athletics and then you almost killed a guy.
That wasn't even talking about that. That's another example of Lily just trying to kill my character.
So that's specifically your character.
This was the first session in the new campaign. The first session of the campaign, and Lily's just like, oh, she out.
Basically, we were playing D&D, and I had said that somebody had gone to his room and that he was basically trying to calm himself down after a traumatic event. Rachel was trying to investigate what was happening, but instead of, like, you know, going upstairs and listening against the walls like I thought she would have, she went outside to see if there was any windows and whether she could see into any of those windows. And then she was like, I was like, well, it's on a 2nd story floor, trying to get her to go back into the building so it was easier for her. And she was like,
Because there was people in the building.
Yeah, but you could have gone upstairs. All of the bedrooms were upstairs. They didn't say there was like a guard outside of his room. Even said the one person that told you not to go into his room was downstairs in the kitchen. He wouldn't have seen you.
Right, either way, I rolled an 18. I should not have been penalised for rolling well.
She said, "Can I jump up into the top of the thing?" Oh, hi, Reese. Sorry. Hello, Reese.
I am trying to...
Reese is in the chat. Just to tell everyone who's just gotten here, the streaming to two computers at the same time didn't work because my internet is terrible. So instead, it's turned into a podcast, mainly about all of the bad things I do, during D&D.
It won't mainly be about that. We will talk about me being a terrible human too.
Oh, great! So it's even.
Like, are we going to talk about the fact that I currently am struggling with a crippling Nutella addiction?
We won't talk about your Nutella.
I have a Nutella addiction, and I think it's good that I'm acknowledging it. But
I'll change the title just for Reese.
Just for Reese. What are we going to call this podcast? Somebody suggest a name. Reese, suggest a name for the podcast. Who's Robbie? Who's Robbie Cairns? I'm probably saying that wrong. Chris Gillett? Who are you people? Hello.
Hi guys, whoever you guys are.
Adam Khan's here.
Hi Adam.
Is the sushi Asian Danny?
I'm guessing it might be Danny. Is it Danny? I'm guessing just because it says simp that we might not know them.
What the fuck? Nah. It's either that or it's one of the weebs we know. The glorious weebs.
Who is it? Oh, is it
This just jumped up. I feel like...
Oh, so it's just Reese's friends. Okay. Hi, Reese's friends.
Robbie, I only said hi. Hello. Whoever you are.
Hi, Robbie. No, she wasn't questioning if you were nice or not. She was just questioning in general.
Did I offend someone? What?
You haven't offended anyone, don't worry.
This is the general panic of my life.
So, what we were doing was, so yeah, Rachel was trying to get into this place in D&D, and she she had said instead of going the easy route and just walking up the stairs, she had decided to go outside and find a window that was open and jump into the window, or like climb up.
I did not want to jump into the window. Climb up to the window and have a look if I could see anything through it.
Okay, she was gonna climb up to the window, but I was like, okay, that's like fair enough, you were going to, but what she actually ended up doing was she walked up to the window, she rolled an 18, and I said that she had gone too far, she had overreached it, and she had just like gone in through the window, because there is no rule that if you roll high that is like you've done the perfect job. I was thinking in my head, I was thinking if she gets a 12, she's done a perfect job. She can like climb up the building and she can like stay there, and for every 5 minutes she's up there, she can roll again, and then if it doesn't work, then oh, that is a good name. Thanks, Drisk.
What is it?
Beanpod.
Beanpod, name of podcast. I already came up with that, but Podbean is a service that provides podcasts. So. Is that a bit like plagiarism?
No.
So we can do that. Cool. Also, unfortunately, the Instagram handle Beanpod has been taken.
Oh, that's bad. So I was like, if she got 12, she'd have to just roll for like 5 every 5 minutes she was up there for information, she'd have to roll, and if it went badly, then she'd fall. But because she had an 18, I was like, 100% is just going to fly into his room and startle the guy in.
Who's just been through a traumatic experience.
Startle the guy 100%. And unfortunately, she did get like incredible amounts of very high dice rolls, and she did fall into this guy's room, and she did scare him half to death, and now she won't let it go.
This guy now thinks I'm a ghost, Lily.
You are a ghost.
I'm not. Because my character is pale and has light hair does not mean that she is a ghost.
Well, your choice wasn't to like reason with him and calm him down and be like, it's alright, I'm not a ghost. Your idea was just to like straight up just jump back out and pretend like nothing happened.
Well, it fucking worked because, you know, I went
Apart
back
from
up
you
to
think
get the money
ghosts exist now.
After we saved the dude. Adam Khan is demanding the Sims gameplay, which means you haven't changed the name yet, Lily.
I have.
What is the name now?
It says the Sim Cult, but it didn't work. The Bean Pod.
Let me put in app. What is going on? Okay. I'm so confused. Okay.
I'm assuming the people that were here for to just bully Reese have gone.
I'm hoping so. Rachel pulled a Johnny. Thank you. For those that aren't aware, that was my sister, and I'm okay with that reference.
What's a Johnny English?
But in my defense, I pulled a Johnny English out of Lily being a dick.
Yeah, but it wasn't my fault that you just 100% were like.
That I am not paying attention to your justification.
I know you're not paying attention to what I'm trying to tell you, but also I'm just trying to tell you that if you don't do the easy thing, you're not going to get away with it. That's not the thing. Like, that's what happens to Wally all the time. He tries his hardest to do the most difficult thing for no apparent reason.
Fucking knows. It pisses me off. I'm now described as the scary one because I just yell at Wally all the time.
You do yell at Wally quite a lot. Mainly because he does everything badly when we're playing D&D. I'm very sorry, Wally. I don't want to rip into Wally. He's a good boy.
He's the one that rips into Wally every single day.
It's because it's fun. Yeah, it is fun. I find it quite fun. I just like, enjoy. I'm sorry.
We have literally not made any good content as of yet.
I feel like this is fine. We can end it soon because it's quite long anyway.
No, we're not ending it. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna be merciless in our
annoyance. I'm not going to do that. This was only meant to be a test stream and it didn't go very well. So
it's going perfectly fine. The bean pod is born.
I don't think the bean pod is that exciting at the moment, at least.
ATM.
Why am I looking in the group chat?
I will check.
Why me specifically, though?
I have it.
But he said me specifically.
He's not said anything relevant, really. About recording and uploading separately? Is that it?
What does it say?
Lily Grace Bevan, can you send the pictures of me and Risk so we can use them for our gaming streams?
Not at all.
Oh, the avatars.
You're not allowed your avatars.
Dude, just look at them.
Shut up! You're not allowed your avatars.
have to search through the bloody group chat to find mine in order to put it on cast. I think you can do the same.
Right,
Because that took me hours.
so we're gonna do one last question, and then when that is over, we are ending the stream because that's going to be the end of the sim cult trying thing, and I'll try something different eventually.
We'll get back to you all when it's successful.
Yeah, once I figure out how to do this properly. Yeah.
And I will convince Lily to make the bean cast.
Or not. Okay, maybe. Right. So, I watched a video a few days ago, and it was about so it was an Unizana's video, and what happened was that they they were doing the cable car theory thing, and basically if you're in a cable car and you're going towards a junction, and then on one side of this junction is one person, and on the other side of this junction are 5 people. Which
cable car as in like a ski resort, or
more like a train. I should have said a train.
okay, like a monorail type thing.
Yeah, and so you're on this monorail and you have the switch to turn it. Currently, you're going towards the 5 people. If you switch it, it will kill the 1 person. If you do nothing, you haven't technically killed anyone, but it will kill 5 people. What would you do? Rachel?
What happens to me?
Well, you'd get tried as a normal person.
You get what?
So, like, I'm assuming my whole thing was, would you get like arrested for it essentially? What would
This is the thing. What's the context? Why am I having to make this decision in the first place?
Okay, so now you're overthinking things. It's just
Hey, that's the whole premise of this.
it's basically what let's say something's happened, and you've been kidnapped by somebody and put on this cart as the only person on this cart, and it's like Saw, you know, and then they like put a video on and are like,
I haven't actually seen Saw, but I know the general. I watch a lot of Van and Gore.
you don't watch anything.
I don't watch Van and Gore, it's fine.
And then they say to you, like, you know what, you either kill these 5 people or kill this 1 person. What will you do? And it's like basically a test for you. What would you do?
Do I know the people?
See, that's the difference. So this is like a really old analogy, an allegory, and like it was designed to be like, do you value 1 life over many, or do you value several lives over the 1? And personally, I value several lives over the 1. But then it's like,
it also kind of depends on who the people are.
yeah.
Like, my first instinct is to say that you'd kill the 1 person to save the 5.
Obviously, you'd kill the 1 person to save the 5.
But
But then, if I said the 1 person,
or paedophiles or something, and the 1 person is a queen, I'd save the fucking queen.
no, even make it more personal than that. Say, like, the 1 person was your mum, but the 5 people were people you just didn't know, but they were still people.
See, this is the thing. My mum would say, kill me to save the 5.
Exactly. It also depends on what that person would want. Because I know if I was in that position and I was the person with tracks, and you killed 5 people to save me, I'd be mad. I'd be like, why would you do that? That's so stupid of you.
I don't think I'd be able to forgive myself or the person that told
Yeah,
me if
you
I got
basically
saved over
you'd kill 5 people and lose a friend. So I personally want somebody to do that. But what about their family then? If you kill that one person to save the 5, then you have to think about, like, would my mum come after you, which she totally would. Would my mum, like, come and fight you because she's like, how dare you?
Your mum would definitely try and kill me.
100%.
Realistically, like, I'm sorry, let Claire come.
I'll fight her.
I will fight Claire. I will be like, Nabbit, your daughter would have wanted me to kill her.
I feel like if it was the other way around, your mum would like forgive me. Your dad probably wouldn't.
No, this is the thing. This is the misconception, the ongoing misconception of my dad. My mum would be very upset about me dead. Both of them would be very upset about me being dead.
Hopefully.
My mum would definitely forgive you and be like, you made the right choice, Rachel, we want you to do that. My dad would definitely, probably wouldn't even speak to you about it. He'd be like, you made the right choice. But then he would probably hunt down the other 5 people and made sure that they were, like, worthy of saving.
Like, they were doing good things with their lives to make sure that, like, it was worth killing his daughter.
He would, like, hunt them down, and if they were not being, like, worthy, he would, in extreme circumstances, would probably kill them, because he'd probably blame the 5 rather than you.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'd want the reaction to be. Like, I think my mum would just end up, like, going mad. But I think, like,
I mean, it would definitely mean that Harry and Meg would never have any hope in hell of leaving the house. They would be stuck in life with no hope of getting out.
Don't say that. Harry actually is the only one that stands up very hard against it. Anyway, let's not get into that particular. Yeah, that particular. But say, like, the 5 people were, I don't know, like, political leaders of some kind, like a variety. So it was like Jeremy Corbyn, Nicola Sturgeon, Boris Johnson, Obama, and Donald Trump were all the 5 people. I don't know why they're all there, but they are. But the one person was just an average guy. Do you value politicians over the average man?
Well, this is the thing. I don't think it matters.
Hi, Kira.
5 people over one person, you know?
Yeah. So to clarify for Kira as well, this won't last very much longer. The Sims thing didn't work very well. I need to find another way to do this because streaming 2 things at once doesn't work on my internet. But currently we are doing philosophical debates, technically.
We are trial testing.
Yeah, Rachel basically wants to make a podcast with everyone in the bean can. I think there's too many podcasts in the world.
That is incorrect. You told me the other day you'd be down for it.
I'd be down to do it, but I don't think many people would watch it because there's no point. It is interesting, Kira. That's why I posed the question. The question is I can't remember what it's called. Basically, you're on a train track. There's two you're at like a split junction on the train tracks, and you're told by somebody that you're the only person on the train, and currently you're barreling towards 5 people who are tied to the track, but if you were to switch it, it'd kill the one person on the other track. What would you do? Would you pull it and essentially actually kill somebody, or would you not and essentially not kill 5 people? Because technically the person who put you in the cart and made you, not mass suicide. That's not the answer to everything. Mass suicide. I mean, yeah, because like.
Please be aware, I am a moderator in this chat, and I have every opportunity to delete you, motherfucker.
No, that was funny. Um,
I'm not going to, but I can. Just like,
the argument is, just from that one question, would you feel less guilty because it's technically not your fault that those 5 people died, or would you feel more guilty that that one person was definitely your fault? Stick him in the pool and take away the stairs. Okay, let's imagine these aren't Sims.
yeah, no, they're not Sims. I'd use the break. Thank you, Wally. Well, this is the next question I was going to say, actually. Do we have access to the rest of the train?
Yeah?
Is there a break?
No.
Why is there no break?
Because it's a saw trap. That's basically what you're doing.
Okay, but, right.
Personally, I think no matter what situation it was in, those 5 people probably, because the concept is that you don't know who those 5 people are, but you know who the one person is, or you just don't know who anyone is.
Either way, I think it's worth saving 5 people. You know?
Yeah, killing the one person because there's less casualties.
Exactly. Kira summed it up for us. Thank you, Kira.
Yeah, it's the value of life is like, it's 1 life against 5 lives essentially.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The needs of the many. Oh, I'm gonna sing Star Kid songs in a minute.
We are gonna have an episode for that.
of just Star Kid. That'd be
We'll have an
brilliant.
episode of us just singing duets together. Like, that's gonna happen. We'll figure out how to do this properly. I'll buy a microphone for a start.
Yeah.
Do we know how old these people are? We don't know anything other than 5 lives versus 1.
So then it can change. So say, I said, the person on the thing said, the one person is 20, but the 5 people are 80, all around the age of 80. Would you then think, well, they've lived their whole lives, so you might as well just kill them all? But then, is that ageist? Is that ableist? Does that like reveal something about your own perception of people?
This is the thing. This will take us on to a lot of things. Because I am of the opinion that I'm of several controversial opinions, which we are trying to keep this uncontroversial.
The controversy is the good thing.
I am of the opinion that...
Right.
This can sound so bad, but people above the age of use...
I will add a disclaimer that Rachel is a sociopath.
Shut up, okay?
Oh no, it's a very good point. Nobody probably knows that you are actually a sociopath, the other one.
Thank you, Kira, exactly. I'm sorry, but realistically speaking, if it's 580 to 100 whatever year olds, as opposed to 1 fit and healthy 20-year-old, I'm probably, as much as it would suck, I'd probably pick the 20-year-old in terms of usefulness. But if it's a case of I have no idea who the 5 are, I have no idea anything about them, I don't know who they are, what they look like, what they do, anything about them, how old they are. They're just 5 people, 5 living people.
Yeah.
As opposed to 1 person, I would definitely pick to kill the 1 person.
But then it's like, what if it was a 20-year-old person who was, I don't know, had some kind of learning disability or something, where they wouldn't really live past 25, and it was 5 80-year-olds who are fit.
Yeah, but even then, an 80-year-old who's fit is more susceptible to get a lot more, like, diseases. Like, they're still susceptible to things. They're still 80-odd. Like, they've lived, you know? Why not think about it and kill them all?
That's the original thing, is just not thinking about it and being like, 8-year-old, the 5 people make...
Either way, right. At the baseline answer, the original question, I would save the 5 over the 1. After all of our convoluted thinking,
Christ. One dies, they all die.
baseline answer is still save the 1. Save the 5, because that makes me seem
If we do this again, I'll get up the list of different situations, because there is a list online of like several different situations.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna pick 3 philosophical questions, and we're just gonna go to town rambling about them.
Yeah, I love that.
And for that one, I'm gonna make us an Instagram right now and YouTube right now.
Please.
And with
Right.
that note,
I
I
think
we should probably.
I think since we've done an hour and 10, or just stop tying people to train tracks like you were a movie villain in the 1920s. Yeah, I know.
Well, this is the thing.
1920s movie.
Train conductor's seat being told to press a button and kill people. So either way,
Like you were 20.
For life, and I don't think anybody can blame us for whatever decision we choose to make.
Yeah, it's an impossible thing to think about before it happens, but you know. Okay, so thank you all for attending. The short amount of time that people actually did attend. Don't rewatch this. If you are rewatching this, why did you get this far?
Why did you rewatch this? What possessed you?
Why did you get this far? Why are you this far in the video? Thank you anyway. I will figure out some way to get Sims Cult done. Whether it still has to be on cast, or whether it turns into a Discord call that happens ever so often.
We'll figure this out. We got this.
Discord seems like a good option to me.
We're gonna be like a tag team for this shit now.
But we'll definitely. Well, I mean, we might film some more philosophical queries with the bean can. Thank you all, and have a nice day. No, have a nice night, and stay safe.
Day or night, wherever you are.
Bye.